Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Uh-oh. Better turn my stuff on. That's like a sin. That's a sin in my world. I always have my stuff going. Good grief. Ta-da! I'm blonde. You never know about me. So anyway, you've done this before. I don't need to explain this to you. But I just like to remind you, this is not an exact science. Sometimes you'll have to stretch it outside the box a little bit, and they don't waste a message. There's always a reason for whatever they show or say, so if it doesn't make any sense now, just keep it in mind, because you'll either see it later, remember it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later. So, I think he did this the first reading. I know his name is HIEU. You say it HIEU, but he's saying, hi, hi. Somebody, or maybe a lot of people, thought it was pronounced hi, or he's validating, trying to acknowledge somebody in particular that used to do it to him all the time. So there is a reason for him saying that. Doesn't matter how you actually say his name. Just evidently something he did not get across the first time, but he's not elaborating on it. So okay, he's showing me a flame. First he shows a campfire with this flame coming up like this. But I don't really see like a lot of smoke. It's not flickering, it's not wavering, it's coming up like this. It's the flame, like a big tall flame off of it. So now he's taken the campfire away. He just showed the campfire so I would know that was a flame. That's something I could relate to. So it could be about a campfire, but I don't think so. And, but I don't know what the flame is coming out of. This is not a warning like your house is going to catch on fire or anything like that. But it's a little bit confusing, especially when they don't explain sometimes. It's a flame like this. Just like this. Only I can't see what it's coming out of. Only the camera is distorting it. This flame is like half the size of, at least what it looks like on my end looking in the camera. I don't know why it's, good grief, does it make me look fatter too? Because it's making the flame look fat, and the flame is not fat. It's this little skinny flame that goes straight up. It's not wavering. Just a little bit of maybe puff. Whoops. It's not doing that, not what he's showing me, so I don't get it. I don't know if there's a picture of something like that, if you've been somewhere where maybe there was an eternal flame, because it's kind of like that, because it's just straight up and it's just staying there. There's a reason. So keep it in mind, because I don't know what it is. And the details are really not for me to know. Okay, he's mentioning a shoe. Did you recently buy some Birkenstocks? But not the ones you stick your toes, like a sandal, but the ones that cover the... Oh, good grief. I'm going to have a terrible time describing this because I can't think of the name of the other shoe. You slip your foot into it, but it's not open on the end. It might be open on the back, some of them, like clogs. Clog is not the word I want to use. Oh, good grief. The heck, my granddaughter has a bunch of them. But I'm seeing Birkenstocks, Birkies. They call them Birkies, the ones that are not a sandal. So anyway, I don't know if you just bought some. Maybe he liked to wear some like that. Not sure where he's going with that. I'll just give you whatever he throws out there. He he says, yes, you have sensed him in the house. He's showing the kitchen right now, in the kitchen, and it's almost like on one side of your neck, like the hair stands up on your neck. You know, like when you get goosebumps or whatever, but your hair is standing up on your neck because you're feeling his energy. It doesn't have to be just in the kitchen, but that's where he's showing it this time. And he's showing the right side of your neck. Doesn't have to be just the right side of your neck. I know that sounds a little wishy-washy, but that's the way it works. And I never know for sure how somebody else will feel the energy. We all feel it different. He's tinkling something too. Tinkling like, yeah, you're going to show me. You're too far away. I can't tell what the tinkling is. It's not like a bell. It's not like chimes hanging outside. It's like glass tinkling, or it's not like silverware in the drawer. They do that sometimes. I don't know what it is. It's more like a glass tinkling together sound. So listen for that. It probably won't be very loud, but you know, when you get signs from him, validate him, acknowledge him, tell him you love him, and ask him to bring you more. He says start trusting the signs more. What's it going to hurt? You're beautiful just the way you are. Don't go changing. I'm hearing this. Hang on. Let me ask Alexa what this song is. Okay. It's called I Love You Just the Way You Are. She pulled up by Jesse Hawk, Hock. That's not the original person that sang that, because this is from further back. So anyway, doesn't matter. It's the same song. It's from the 60s and 70s. So go Google that song. That's from him to you. He, excuse me. He says, and don't go changing to try to please anybody except yourself. Because your soul, if you, okay, if you try to change to please somebody else, it will go against the grain of your soul. Then you will have an inner fight because your soul knows who and what you ought to be. Your soul, your spirit, whatever you want to call it. So he says, never try to change to please someone else because it will greatly displease you. Be true to yourself. And fuck the ones, I'm not scared to say the word, fuck the ones that don't love you as perfect as you already are. Call on me if you need help with that. And now he's not saying anything. And I've probably told you before, if Uncle Joe didn't have a pot to piss in, don't ask Uncle Joe for financial advice down here because he doesn't understand how it works, or he would have been doing it while he was here. So ask HIEU for help with something that he would have been good at helping you with here. And he feels like he would be good at helping you with this. And if he can't, he'll find somebody up there who can. But don't forget, they cannot override your free will choice. I do it all the time. I'm telling them no right now. Not him. Not him. My team. And they keep pushing the same thing at me. And I keep going, no, I don't want to do that. Well, eventually they're probably going to win. I just heard somebody up there go, you're hard-headed. Sorry. I am. I even get it from the other side. Oh well. I do what I do. And you need to do what you do when okay, so when you get something that keeps repeating itself, whether it's the way you get in a situation, the way you handle something, or some person that you're trying to move from, or a job you're trying to move from, doesn't matter what the situation is, but it keeps coming back. The same situation might be, let's just say it's a job, because they're making a big point of this. Let's say it's a job. And you keep doing that same type of job. And you could move to it. You could go get a job somewhere else, but then you find out it's still the same type of job with the same type of nasty people in it. And I'm not saying this is about a job. I'm just using this for an example. So then you go somewhere else and you find out you pick the same type of job with the same type of nasty people. It's just different faces in different places. When that cycle just keeps repeating and repeating and repeating, they're trying to tell you something. See, they keep bringing something back in my life, and I keep telling them no. And then they bring it back again, and I go no. And they bring it back again, I go no. So eventually, I'm going to have to give in. Well, probably not, because I'm hard-headed. But you see, for some reason, they're wanting me to explain this to you. So something that keeps happening could be different faces, different places, but it's the same feeling, the same type of shit. Then that's not for you. Or you're telling something no that you shouldn't be telling no. If that makes sense. Gosh, I hope that made sense, because that confuses me, and it came out of my mouth. That's nothing new in my world. I just heard the word carrot, C-A-R-R-O-T, and then it was gone. I don't know what the heck that was. It was like it was coming in, and then it turned around and went back. That was weird. Maybe you're eating a carrot. I don't know. Okay, something about opening and shutting the front door repeatedly, over and over. Opening and shutting the front door. Opening and shutting the front door. But he shows me you doing it. I don't know what you look like, but it's a female. It's you. Opening the door and shutting it. I don't know if you're opening it and looking for him, but I almost feel like you're not the one physically doing it. So if this is a sign, he's coming about it, showing it kind of in a different way, and I'm not sure, but I don't know. Do you think you hear the front door open and you think he's coming in, and then it shuts, and then you turn around and it's shut, or you hear it open and shut? Like, I mean, my office is in my dining room, and I can't see my refrigerator even though one of the kitchen doors is right in front of me. But there for several days, I'd hear it shut. And nobody here but me and the dogs and the cat. But I'd hear it shut, and I'd go, I know it wasn't open, absolutely 100% positive. And not that many different days. Never found out who it was, but it could be something like that you hear it shut or you hear it open. Or maybe the doorknob's rattling, but he's not showing the doorknob rattling. So, or maybe you are going over there and opening it and looking. I don't know. It makes it hard when they don't explain. Okay, so he's pulling my eyes to my calendar, my desk calendar, and I kept staring at it, and I thought, what? Why am I being pulled to it? Because there's really not that much on there. There's an appointment for me to get my lashes done. A friend is coming home, flying home. That might make a difference. And the tax, I got to go get my taxes done. So have a meeting. My mom and I have a meeting with the tax guy. I have no idea, but I'm being pulled to look at around the 6th, 7th, and then I look down at the 13th only because I've got it highlighted. It might just be drawing my eyes to that. But like that first Tuesday and Wednesday of April and the second Tuesday and Wednesday of April, like right in that area. So I don't know what he's getting at with that. But I've learned a long time ago, whatever they draw me to or say, I need to spit it out. It's not for me to know. It's none of my business. Okay, then I heard him say Jello, and then I heard him say orange Jello, but what he showed me looked more like red Jello. No clue. I love my job. I just wish they'd elaborate a little more, make it easier on us. He, I don't know what you look like, but he's showing me you with long straight hair, and you kind of push it back, so it doesn't come over your shoulder, stays behind your ear, at least on one side, but you push it back. It's kind of like it's down on one side and it's behind your ear on the other side. So he's saying he loved that about you. He loved that about you very much. He liked your charm. He liked your wit, W-I-T-E. He liked the way you approached things. Yeah, he started to say more and then he quit. He liked your character. And I don't feel like he's talking character like you're a character, you're really funny, which you seem to have that demeanor where you would be witty. But he liked your character as far as you were honorable and strong and that type of character. Don't let others get you down. Stay strong. I know you miss me, but I'm not very far away. All right, so now he's showing like a strong smell of I'm going to say must be aftershave type clone something, because he's making it look like there's a whole cloud around him. So I don't know if it's that he used to put a lot of it on, or that he's trying to make it very strong so you smell it. So once again, make sure when you smell it, you validate him, acknowledge him, tell him you love him, ask him to bring you more. And I'm sure I probably told you before, you get a whiff of it, and you can be in the store, in your car, outside. Doesn't matter where you're at. It can happen anywhere. You could even see an advertisement for it on TV for whatever brand it was that he wore. He says he's parading around there quite a bit. Parading around. And he's kind of showing himself like he's strutting around, strutting. Now he's being silly. It's kind of like he strutted through the living room, and then he went, "Hey, I'm right here." And then he popped over in another part of the living room. He went, "Hey, I'm right here." And then he's kind of doing it all over, being really funny about it. So he's popping all over, and he can. We don't have this heavy physical body to hold us down to gravity. We're nothing but pretty much pure energy once we get rid of this heavy shell, which is all it is. Okay, he's talking about a chorus, chorus. Sometimes these teeth don't let me say the words correctly. And then he said glee club, which of course is a singing group. Don't know if you like to sing, if you guys sang together in school, or what that is. He says not to be so disheartened. He says things will be pretty cool once you get used to this. Now he's shown me a fly. He's shown me a very annoying fly. And I live in Kansas. I don't think we have any flies in the house yet, but it's like that annoying fly that gets in your house and it gets on your nose and you can't get him away from you, and he bugs you and he buzzes around your ear, and you can't quite swat him. It's a so watch for something like that. Okay, he's got a piece of cloth. Could be a bigger wash rag. Doesn't look like it. Looks more like a wipe, because it doesn't really look like cloth. But he's wiping. He's wiping. Okay, so he's wiping a pane of glass, a window, I would assume. And he just keeps wiping it, and the more he wipes it, the clearer it gets. So he's wiping it. I can see him better, and then I can see him better, and I can see him more clear, and I can see him. So, it's very possible you're going to see him, but it will probably, if you sit there and stare at the window, it's not going to happen. If you, and I don't know if it would be any window, a certain window, don't know. Well, now he's showing me the bathroom mirror. He's wiping the fog off of it, the steam off of it. And you think you see him standing behind you when you look up. And it usually when that happens, it happens real quick. And it's usually in your peripheral vision. And also, this is peripheral vision. Like if you've got your head down, like sometimes, and then I can see somebody walk on the other side of my table. And when you look, you see nothing. So you just think it's your imagination. So he showed the pane of glass, which was not the mirror. Now he's showing the mirror, and he's wiping the steam off of it. So I'm guessing get out of the shower or something. And you might be brushing your teeth or something, and you think you look up real quick, and you think you see him standing behind you. Trust that, believe that. But also, the pane of glass, I think it will be a window, but I don't know that, like I said, I don't know that it'll be a certain window. But you will, show me. I think you will think you see him on the other side of the window. I don't think it's going to be the reflection behind you like in the mirror in the bathroom. I think it'll be more like on the other side of the window. You look up and you think you see him at the window. And I don't know why it works this way. I can see him straight on, but even when I see them in my peripheral vision, I haven't seen anybody lately. I don't know where y'all have been, but they're not allowed in my house unless they tell me who they are. Only certain ones are allowed here. Anyway, but I might see one out of the corner of my eye, like heading towards the hallway. And if I turn my head, I don't see them either. It just works that way. I don't know why. But, and then you'll think you're going crazy, but you're not. So just know those are probably going to happen. Again, validate him, acknowledge him, tell him you love him, and ask him to bring you more. Don't beg and you have to come back here right now. Just ask him. Just put it out there. Ask him, please come back. He probably won't right that second, but hopefully you'll get it again. More than once. And with that, he's blowing you kisses. I'm getting this horrible, horrible pressure around my head, like almost like a band around my head. It's really, really starting to hurt. So anything that happens to me during a reading is for you. Hope this isn't something you're going to get. Could just be the tension, the anxiety or something. I don't know. So if you've been having a lot of headaches, especially right up here in the front, know that that's just a little tension. And he says to breathe. So I also felt it back in here too. So anyway, when that happens, do the meditation breath. Breathe in through your nose real slow, deep, 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 and out through your mouth real slow. And that'll help relax some of that. Who am I to talk? I always forget to do that. Anyway, much love to you, my dear. He's leaving. So watch for those things. Just trust that he's there. But don't get overly, you have to come here right now, because it's almost like that pushes it away. And it's a little hard to explain. But just open up and allow it. And you'll start seeing little bits and pieces and little things like that. And you'll learn to trust it, know that he's popping in there to see you. Anyway, much love to you, my dear. Thank you for allowing me to be his voice. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Later.